Sir Francis Drake's Raid on St. Augustine, covering the greatest battles of Florida, Episode 2. The year is 1586. Sir Francis Drake, an English pirate, was sailing up the Florida coast after attacking multiple Spanish colonies in the West Indies with 23 ships and around 2,000 men. Upon sighting the city of St. Augustine, Drake couldn't pass it up. He anchored off Anastasia Island and ordered for a gun battery to be set up aiming for the city. When the Spanish governor of the city spotted the large English force, he knew a small militia of only about 100 men could not stand up to them in a head-to-head battle. So he ordered for the city to be evacuated, likely leaving only a small rear guard to harass the pirates. Soon a French Huguenot, who was previously held prisoner by the Spanish, used a rowboat to get across the inlet to Drake's men and informed them of the Spanish withdrawal. With this new information, Drake and Captain Carleal, Drake's second-in-command, moved up the inlet in small boats, taking fire from Fort San Juan along the way. Upon landing, the English quickly took the fort with only a few losses, gaining multiple cannons and about $500,000 worth in gold. When they advanced into St. Augustine itself, they were met with Spanish rearguard forces formed into pike blocks and skirmishers in the houses and tree lines. You see, this was the age of pike and shot warfare, the bridge in between medieval and linear warfare, when guns coexisted with pikes and swords. A line of men armed with pikes in the narrow streets of St. Augustine could easily stop an advance. Though due to the Spanish governor's order to retreat, the small amount of men remaining were likely ineffective, but still managed to hold the English pirates for a few hours. As the English enter, Sergeant Major Anthony Powell, one of Drake's top men, was shot while charging a Spanish position. Dying on the spot, enraged, the English pushed the Spanish back. Upon seeing that the Spanish were just waiting for the English to leave so they could return to their houses, Drake systematically burned the whole town down over the course of 3 days. There was nothing for the Spanish to return to. After the raid, Sir Francis Drake sailed up the American coast until reaching Roanoke Colony, one of the first English attempts at a colony in America. He found its ties with natives had broken down, they were running out of food, and Drake had little to spare. The governor of the colony, along with the remaining settlers, decided to return to England with Drake. His voyage was considered a massive success once he returned.